This is the Education Business Podcast for consultants and business owners providing services in schools. I'm Claire Riley, and I'll be sharing how to start, grow and scale your education business. I've been on a really intense journey of self-discovery recently. I'm working with two coaches, one who is a high-performance coach, so my mindset is changing so rapidly. I'm like a different person, but for the better, of course. And Ed is just starting his sessions with a high-performance coach as well. So things are really changing for us both at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I like to travel at 1,000,000 miles an hour. I really do. But I've invested so much in myself this year in 2022, and it's only May. And aside from the coaching, I've signed up to an 8-figure mastermind, I've joined a marketing membership, I've done a podcast growth course, I've enrolled on a passive income course, which has just started. I've also enrolled on an executive coaching course for September, and I've actually also just signed up for a mini course around, being an entrepreneur as a woman. And so this is a lot, while my mind is really busy though, well, it always is, to be fair. Things are making so much sense to me. They really are. I'm rediscovering who I am, and I'm understanding more how to transition back into a really high growth phase, because I've experienced that before, and we can't be in that place all the time, but also how to embrace every part of life. So entrepreneurship, being a wife, being a mother and a daughter, leading a company and being a visionary, not only for business, but also for the Riley family, and making sure that we follow through on that vision. And a lot of what we've been working on together is what we want out of the future. What does Ed want? What do I want? What do we want collectively? What do we want our lives to look like? And everyone has these loose ideas, but now we're really intentionally shaping our future and making moves towards that and what we want. And making decisions, both big and small, that we really believe in. And as an aside, another part of my journey in 2022 was being exploring how my brain could be wired, perhaps differently. And I'll keep you posted with that one as and when I find out more, and I continue on my journey with that. But the key thing about all of this, though, is that I'm in such a good place of understanding myself more than I ever have done before. And that is so empowering. In understanding myself is so important to me, and it should be important to you. So throughout this journey then, one of the things I've realised is that I keep looking outward for the answers, when the answers are actually within me. And a good example of this is in Education Business Club. So I've been asking a lot for answers from you guys. When really it's me who knows the answers. I want to know what you don't know, but you don't know what you don't know. And I'm the one who's built the multi-7-figure education business and is still scaling it. So sometimes we put our energy out to the wrong people or at the wrong level. And that's what I've been doing. And I've seen that so clearly now. But I want you to know that I'm aware of it now. And I'm changing it. I've remembered who I am, and I've remembered what I know, and I'm ready to really step into that space confidently. And I've come to a place where I've realised that I have to share my knowledge properly. A module here and a module there on important stuff is fine, but it's time to teach the whole thing. It's time to teach the whole thing for those of you who are really serious about being successful in education business. So with that in mind then, over the next few months, I'm going to be working on a series of courses for Education Business Club, and Ed is going to be part of that as well, which is super exciting, not only for you, but for us as well. So it doesn't matter where you are in your business journey, we'll be able to meet you where you're at, because we've got experience to do that. We've been at every place on the journey, and we're also at multiple points of the journey with different businesses that we have right now. And what's really wonderful about the partnership that Ed and I have, and really beneficial for you as well, is that we're the dream team. We really are the dream team. So often, wannabe CEOs or business founders, they lack the tech skills to make everything happen quicker and more smoothly. And we feel so lucky to to have this pairing, to have this really unique pairing. And while we can't pair you with your own tech partner, obviously, Ed can help you to understand what you need to know. So I'll be teaching the business side of things in the courses that I deliver, and Ed will be teaching the tech side of things in the courses that he's going to deliver. So we're going to start with 2 entry-level courses, and each level there'll be like the business side of things and the tech side of things. And this will be for teachers looking to leave the profession or anyone who wants to start an education business from scratch. And I know this is going to be huge in terms of impact because, so many teachers are ready to pack it in, and I can understand why. And once we've done this, we'll then be moving on to creating the next level of courses. And they will be, really in-depth 2 courses to help you grow your business in the first growth stage. So you've set it up and now you want to grow it. So obviously one is going to be the foundations for your business, and then the other will be the tech to support you. And these courses will be aimed at you if you've started your business and then you're working towards the £200,000 in annual revenue. And I know that most of my listeners sit in this bracket, so this one is really my priority. And I've planned out this course already, and Ed's planned out his, and there's a lot in it. And it's likely, even if you have grown past the 200,000 mark, that there'll be things that you've missed out because we had, or things that you've not given enough time to focus on and that you need to just revisit. And we've put these together, not necessarily based on exactly what we did. We've done it based on what we should have done so that you can be more prepared and able to scale to the next level without necessarily as many things falling over, and make the transition to your next growth phase as smooth as possible. So after we've done that, then we'll be working then on the next level of courses. So there'll be 2 courses again. And these will help you to get from around 100K, so you could start this early, to, probably $1 million. It's difficult to talk about numbers because everybody sells something different. So it depends. A lot of this is around, your staff and your setup and things like that. But it's the business maturity stuff. And I've already started working on the content for each of these courses as well. So last month, I wrote an in-depth module on how to hire employees, and it was released in Education Business Club on 1st of May. So it's an hour long. So just know that you'll be extremely clued up by the end of it once you've done it. And this module is in Education Business Club at the moment, but it will form part of the course. So I don't think that anyone, well, that I've seen anyway, is teaching this stuff to this level. And to me, this is the really important stuff. It's the things that you really want to know the answers to. It's important to know in the beginning before you go and make your own mistakes, because you will make your own mistakes. But I talk in this one about the end-to-end hiring process in great detail. And, I give you an example of one. We talk about the interviews, the assessments, and the applications. And if I'm honest, when I was putting it together and when I went through it with Ed, we both decided it's not just gold for education business, it's gold for any business, it's gold for any entrepreneur. But anyway, so that module will feature in the scaling to the $1 million in revenue course. So if you'd like a taster of what kind of content is going to be in these courses and what I'm working on, then you can join us in the club and you can get some of that content early, just as I am working through. Because the thing is, there's a lot to put in. My VA Jade said, basically what you're trying to do is just teach your last 9 years of business. I was like, yes, that's exactly what I want to do. Because I want to give you such an informed view, really, of how you can scale and grow your education business. So anyway, it's very exciting because I know that this is a move in the right direction for us. So much of what we're working on this year is about growth and scale. And, that's not just teaching you how to do it in your business with Education Business Club, but we're also actually doing it at Classroom Secrets, so we do actually practice what we preach. So as we teach you to grow, to 100K and scale up to 500K at the same time, we're learning about and working on scaling to 8 figures at Classroom Secrets. So I know this was a really personal episode, and it kind of lays out, where we're going with Education Business Club, and that there are going to be some changes, and about where I am on my journey. And how we'll be able to help you grow your business. But I'd really love to know what you think about the information that I've shared today and the courses that we're going to be releasing. So please reach out to me and let me know your thoughts on that. So if it's helpful, here are some of the topics that we're going to be covering across the various courses. And just know that, we've been there, we've done that, and we'll put the right topics in the right levels. So you might, for example, look at the scaling to 1 million and think, oh, I need to know that, but know that the right thing will be taught at the level you're at. But these are the things that we're going to cover across the various courses. So, all the stuff you should have in place, like insurance, your accountant. We'll cover business planning, looking at your vision and values, setting up your first website, the systems and software, leadership, hiring, legal considerations, data, company structure, brand, project management, leveling up, what to do as a CEO, and a ton more. So we really are going to look at how every aspect of growing our education business. It really is our mission to support you to get your business to the next level, and to do that, as a pair, because that's how we work best. So yeah, Ed and I are better together, and we're going to be bringing you the benefit of both of our experiences. So we're really looking forward to that. If you haven't already, join the Education Businesses Facebook group, because we've really upped our content in there, and Ed has started with his own content as well. So it could really help you, especially from a tech perspective, if you're wanting to get your education business off the ground, or if you're wanting to grow it to the next level. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to sharing more with you over the coming months. I just wish that I could write this course in a day, because I just want to get it out there to be so helpful to you. But we are scaling Classroom Secrets at the same time, and we've got a family, and we're doing all sorts of things, and this content is really, it's intense and it's in depth, and I want to make sure that it's really valuable. And so it's not something that I'm going to be able to pull out of the bag in a week. It's something I'm continually working on, but I'm doing that to make sure that it's just right for you. So anyway, I'll share more over the coming months, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for listening to the Education Business Podcast. To get more information to grow your business, sign up at educationbusinessclub.co.uk.